So what are layouts in Android? Layout is actually a structure in your activity. It's like it's in an XML format, and it's this structure in your activity that you see. This kind of a UI. This UI elements are contained inside this layout. You have these buttons and those text views, those list views, everything is in this layout. So this is the basic main UI frame. You can say it's the frame of your UI elements, inside an activity. Um, what do you have in layout? You have views and view groups. You should say it was a mistake. It should be a view group here inside other view groups, or this layout is itself a view group because it's a group of view. It has a lot of views inside it, and also you can have other. So what is a view? View is anything that a user can interact with. It can be a button, it can be a text view, it can be an image view. It can be anything that a user can interact with, or you know on your layout or on your UI. Um yeah, so uh, um, how can we kind of, uh, make a kind of a diagram for this structure of layout and views inside them? Let's say you have a layout here, and inside this layout you have views, and then you have view groups also, in this layout. View group is a grouping of different views, like different buttons or different text views or something. View these buttons and text views, they are simply subclasses of the views. And then here you can also have another view and another view. So the layout is here, it's the mother of all of these children, all of these children. Yeah. So, what are the different types of layouts? We have linear layout, web view, relative view, grid view, list view. So, what is a linear layout? Linear layout is one of the most simple. You have the views and view groups arranged in a linear structure. They can be horizontal, or they can be arranged also. Sorry, vertical, or they can be arranged horizontal like this. What is a web view? Web view is used whenever we want to, show a web page inside our layout. So it will have this HTML, whatever content we need to kind of show this web page, or this, I don't know, this link to the web page. You can just have this link to the web page and it will be showed there. You can just place a container inside uh, the layout for that. What is a relative view? Relative layout. Sorry, relative layout is very simple, but actually it's used a lot because it's more. You have more kind of flexibility. You can define the place where views or view groups will be arranged. Exact place. Like you can have a view here, then you can define. You can have it below this one, and this much spaces here. You can have one here with this much spaces from this one and this much spaces from this one. So you can really define the absolute or exact positions of your views or view groups inside a relative layout. And then comes the list view and grid view. So grid view is, you have a grid structure like this inside this layout, and you can have many rows of this grid structure. Even this is scrollable because you can scroll and you can see other grids inside your layout, which are at the moment not in this view. Like it's a list, it's like scrollable up and down. You can have hundreds of grids inside your layout. And then you have a list view. The list view is a simple scrollable list, in the form of rows. You see the elements of the list. Of course, this list can have anything. It can have strings, it can have numbers, it can have other views inside it, this list. uh, so this is what a list, you can have. Of course, if you want to even show different strings or numbers on this list view, you will need to add another view here, which will be a text view. So in this text view you will add those strings and numbers. So that's how this list view layouts are. Yeah, so that's how these list view layouts are generated. So this is I think I hope you understood this well. This is just a brief introduction to the layouts. Of course, this whenever you are asked this question in some interview, like what are layouts in Android, so you can describe all these things. You know, you can describe what they are and what are their types.